calling my shot.
All right, Mikey.
Today's true or false subject is QB1. It is Joe Flacco, and Coach Keeler gave away one of the answers.
We got it misspelled there. We got it misspelled there.
I spelled his name wrong. My bad, Flacco.
That wasn't Cantaspelli? It was you?
No, that was me today.
Wow.
That was me today. Hand up. My
Quick
bad.
fix.
So today is Joe Flacco. It is fixed. Steve, hit the music, and let's play a little true or false for QB1.
By the way, when you try to voice text Joe Flacco, it comes up Flacko.
And remember, Earl, as he said yesterday, is wacko for Flacco. So let's start. True or false? Joe Flacco has the most road playoff wins in NFL history.
Music?
True
Yeah,
or false?
what is this music? It sounds like someone just died.
It's
the
ominous.
most road wins.
Dramatic.
Eli Manning has a lot of road wins.
False.
I'm going
from
false.
Bull. True from Tyvis. False from Jay, which means either Tyvis is in the lead or he's in the hole. The answer
Eli
is false. It's not Eli. It's actually Tom Brady.
I was going to say, it's got to be Brady.
Tom Brady.
The guy has so many more victories than any other
I was
quarterback.
going to say him, but then I was like, he was always winning.
They were always at home.
Yeah, they was always at home.
So how many does Brady have?
Brady has 11. Flacco has 8.
How many does Eli have? 6?
6.
Usually I play the field on that. They always say.
Wait,
Well,
can we just talk about this music?
It's
Steve,
what
go
is
back
with
to the
this
original music.
Is that Christmas music? What is it?
It sounds like something from Mr. Rogers.
We're going to go back to the original.
Or
We're just trying to mix it up a little bit.
Unsolved
Who cares? Who cares?
Well, our old music was so dramatic and game show-ish.
Here you go. It's back. Question number 2. Joe Flacco started his college career at the University of Pittsburgh before transferring to Delaware.
Bum, 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 bum.
True.
Didn't he say that?
He said it in the interview,
Coach Keeler
Tyvis.
literally just said it in the interview,
I wasn't paying
Tyvis.
attention.
Oh
The
my-
answer is true. Tyvis is wrong again. The other two are right. Coach Keeler gave that one away.
Oh, wait. I have one more demand throughout this segment. If I am going to be referred to as I am winning, Tyvis is to be referred to for the rest of this segment as you are losing.
Great penmanship.
Yeah, I'm awful. My handwriting. The only time I ever got unsatisfactory on my grade card was for handwriting. It was a mess, man.
Number 3. Joe Flacco
Please
shared
pay
the
attention.
Colonial Athletic Association's Offensive Player of the Year award with University of New Hampshire quarterback Ricky Santos. This all true or all false? I'm not giving you any half answers today. It's either all true or all false. Did Joe Flacco share the CAA Offensive Player of the Year award with quarterback Ricky Santos? Bull says true. Jay says false. Tyvis says false. And Tyvis, you have started out 0-3. It is true. Ricky Santos is
Can't
real.
get out the gate.
He was a quarterback in New Hampshire, and he shared the award.
Bull's got 3. I've got 2.
I feel like I'm like that horse that can't get out the gate, man. Can't get out the
You
gate.
are losing.
All right. The Cavs went down 3-1 and still won. So.
Oh, that's a fact.
Question number 4. Joe Flacco has never thrown more than 19 interceptions in a single season of his 16-year NFL career.
By the way, you said that as if 19 was an acceptable number.
Yeah, like, I mean.
I didn't say it's acceptable. I just said that's the number.
I hope he did. I would hope.
True, false. So either Bull knows Joe Flacco inside and out, or he's a good guesser. But the answer is false. Joe Flacco threw 22 interceptions.
I remember that.
I might not get one.
22 interceptions.
Was that his last full year in Baltimore?
2013. No, that was the year after he won the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Really?
His last full year in Baltimore was
He was never worth
2017.
that money after that year.
What was his?
You know
what
what?
was
It's
his?
funny. Looking back at that deal, it was the biggest at the time.
Yeah.
It was like 20 million a year.
What was
Which
the?
at the time was a lot.
It was the
Does you
record.
know his ratio that year?
I do. He threw 19 touchdowns, 22 interceptions,
Oh.
played all 16 games.
Right,
The
and they just
Ravens
paid
had
him
to
a
be
ton of
saying,
money.
what did we just do?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But they got a
bad.
Super Bowl out of it.
He did. They did, but they were never. He was never the same after that.
They could
Should have
have
signed
had.
him to a 1-year
They
contract.
could have had 2, but my boy Lee Evans dropped the ball at the end zone 1 year. So.
Yeah, Buffalo, right? Was he on Buffalo?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
He
what
went to
else?
Bedford.
I'm 2 down now. I got
Two
a
down.
long way
Anthony,
to
let's
go.
get a score update halfway through.
No,
Four,
is at
2,
4.
0.
Jay is at 2. Tyvis is this year's biggest loser at 0.
By the way, the score is currently
always put this
420. It doesn't mean anything to
Yeah.
me, but it might mean something
Has
to those
anybody?
at
I
home.
know we've gotten 1-8 before.
We got a perfect
Jay's
game.
gone
Yeah,
perfect once.
I had a
Jay went
perfect
perfect with
game.
Kareem
I'm
Hunt.
trying to go perfect here. Have we ever had a 0?
We've never had a goose egg.
Okay.
Come on, Ty, you
Tyvis,
can
you're
do
in
it.
line for history. Let's go to the second half
Still
of true or
can finish ahead of
false.
Jay.
True or false? Joe Flacco has the most career passing yards and touchdowns of any quarterback that has never been to a Pro Bowl.
Dang, it would have been true, but Matt Stafford does have one Pro Bowl.
Oh.
Pro Bowl, not Super Bowl. Pro Bowl.
You know what? At this point, it doesn't matter.
Tyvis says true. 3 trues, 3 correct answers. It is true.
Yes.
Joe Flacco has never been to the Pro Bowl.
Comeback
Never been to
has
a Pro Bowl.
begun.
He was picked one year, but he didn't go.
He was an alternate in 2014, declined.
The comeback has commenced.
Well, no, it hasn't because you didn't gain any ground.
I'm off the gate though.
You are out the gate.
Yeah, you're not,
No
you're not
longer-
gonna.
Gotta take
Getting
baby
stumped.
steps at this. But when you down, you gotta take real
fair
baby
enough.
steps.
5-3-1.
All right, next up. Joe Flacco did not throw a touchdown in his first career NFL start, but he did run for a 38-yard touchdown in that game. False for Tyvis. He's saying he does not have wheels. Jay says true. Bull
Oh,
says
please
true.
be false.
The answer,
False.
it is true.
Wow.
For 11
Holy
years,
cow.
that record stood as the longest
Dang, I wanted
quarterback
that one.
run.
I just figured he wouldn't be
4
asking it if
touchdowns.
it didn't happen.
in
Kinda
Ravens
You know, with
history.
McNuggets, he'll say 37 yards or something like that. So.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
He would.
No,
It's
this
all
is
or
true.
nothing now.
Guess how many times Lamar Jackson has now since broken that
Or
record?
probably 20.
He's got 13 times. 13 times. 13
So
rushing touchdowns.
so he
30
had
or
the
more yards.
record, and Lamar. Has
Well, I mean, the
broken
Ravens
13
weren't around
times.
for very long. They were
Oh,
around
okay.
for
Oh, the
15.
team record?
Yeah,
Yeah.
team record.
Oh.
Oh, see, I thought.
That
That's
was
not
the
that
team record
impressive.
probably for the longest rush by a quarterback. But it's since been
Yeah.
obliterated a million times.
A couple times,
13
yeah.
times.
All right, next up. In 2017, Fanatics conducted a survey to find out who the most attractive player in the NFL was. Joe Flacco was the winner.
There's a lot of pressure on me here to try to get the second perfect game ever.
Both 6-0. Tyvis says false. Dude, terrible.
Wait, what year was this?
2017.
Oh, I was in the league. We know it's false.
We have 3 falses across the board. Bull's chase for perfection. Steve, take it, please. Is over. It is true. Now, I was surprised. Jimmy Garoppolo was in the league by this point.
I know. There's no way he's better looking than Jimmy G. That's the best looking man in football.
Clearly, it was
And
a
Tom
miscue.
Brady's better looking than
I
him.
double checked. Fanatics did the survey.
That's terrible.
Joe Flacco was voted on by fans, so you can blame the fans for
I had a
this.
feeling it was true.
You know what it was? I wasn't as
I
big
wrote
of
true and
I wasn't as big of a name in 2017. So that's
As you were in 2018,
Nah, that's true.
you were a household name by 18.
All right, last question. Bull has this in the bag. We're going to finish up, then we're going to bring on Tony Wiggins of the Locked On Jaguars podcast. I see him in the queue. We'll get to you in 1 sec, Tony. Tyvis, you better know this one.
Why would I
This
know
is you
this?
specific. You'll find out in a sec. True or false? Joe Flacco's brother, Tom, played quarterback for 2 seasons in the Canadian Football
Why
League.
would I know that?
You also played in the Canadian Football
Did
League.
he play for the BC Lions? Because I can tell you he did.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't exist. True or false? His brother Tom
I'm gonna just
played 2 seasons in the Canadian Football League.
I think I would have heard that.
Tyvis says true. 2 falses.
I played-
Tyvis,
I played with
you
him.
finally got it. It is true.
I blew the last
His
2.
brother played for Saskatchewan and Ottawa. 2 years.
Champion.
What year was this?
Yeah, Bull is winning.
2020, 2020 and
Yes.
2021.
Didn't I win 2 in a row? We haven't
I
played
was-
in a while, but I
I
thought I
was
won the
around in
last time we
21.
played.
You might be the defending. I think he is.
I think he is the defending champ. This is now 2 times in a
He's
row.
now
for
Two in a
Bull.
row,
Bull,
baby.
congratulations.
to year 3.
You are the winner.
You get smoked.
What do you mean he won 33?
33. That's his 33rd title. And true or false?
No, it's not. What is wrong with you?
I'm just making up numbers
we
like
just
you
gonna,
always
we just
do.
gonna lie.